So good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Elizabeth Chi. I'm the co-founder and COO of HIT Foundation. It stands for Health Information Traceability. We are a health tech company offering a decentralized peer-to-peer marketplace for health data based out of Switzerland. So glad to be here today. So as we are a non-US company, it is our obligation to present a disclaimer to you for information. Lovely, thank you. Oops. Okay, great. So we founded this company really with the vision to create and support sustainable and equitable healthcare, enabled by shareable data with you and I as individuals, not just patients, but healthy individuals at the center of care. So my lead co-founder, Eberhard, is a psychologist as well as an e-health expert for the last 20 years, very well known in Europe and Asia. Myself, I've been 20 years in the high-tech space. So we came together last year in summer with a couple of interests. So for him, he has seen a lot of the health gaps that's plaguing the healthcare industry, not just in the US, but just globally. And I myself is coming actually from the patient side of things because 2.5 years ago, I almost lost my mom to cancer because of the way data was or wasn't shared. Had it not been the fact that I had the financial ability to actually pull her out of one jurisdiction and place her into the next, she would have been continued to be misdiagnosed, experimented on, and probably died way too early. So we are charged with a mission to actually empower individuals to digitize, to maintain, the key is maintain, and also be able to mobilize your health data when you need it. Last but not least, we also recognize that it's important to keep the whole healthcare ecosystem together. We are also charged with the mission to actually support transformative medical breakthrough via by tokenizing health information. That is to support the other side of the equation, which is your healthcare providers, research organizations in life sciences, healthcare, biotech, etc. So there are three problems that we're looking really to address in today's world where it comes to health data. One is actually monopolization of health data as a business model. Well, it's just the way things are. Not saying that they're bad per se. However, by monopolizing it, not sharing it, it's never going to be in the interest of us as individuals or patients. The second thing is also a lack of true consent. I think many of us here have actually signed away our rights to our own data, either out of sheer ignorance, not knowing that our data is actually being sold and resold without our real consent, or the second is actually just out of mere convenience. Last but not least, it's actually lack of incentives across the healthcare ecosystem for all of us to digitize, let alone maintain our health data. Many of us don't even know where our health data is sitting. So 95% of the lifetime when we're healthy, actually do we care about where our health data is sitting? Many of us actually don't. But that 5% when we're actually sick, well, we need it. It's often too late. So what do we offer at HIT Foundation? We offer a very simple mobile solution that enables the individuals to be able to mobilize your health data from different sources, and it aligns the incentives of every stakeholder group across the healthcare ecosystem, ensuring that data transfer is simple, direct, transparent, and secure, that your ID will not be compromised and it can stay anonymous as and when you wish. Data ownership is also resting with you, the individual, in your device or with the providers that you already have an established trusted relationship with in accordance with the local laws and jurisdictions of that country. So what we seek to do is actually to empower, again, individual or the patient through incentives alignment, supported by open and distributed technologies. We're building on a NEM platform, the blockchain. It's predominantly public, to provide a really transparent and secure platform. So our business model is actually very straightforward and simple. At the first two phases, when it comes to token economics, it's really about driving network value by growing our user base as well as having quality partners in the network, and to ensure that participants are encouraged and incentivized to use the network all the time. We do take transaction fee 1% from the info seekers, which is then redistributed to the participants based on how active they're in the network and the size of their wallet. Last but not least, in the near future, we will have an operating company that look at targeted info placement. So when it comes to market potential, the connected health market, it's sized to be $536 billion US dollars, with the US at about 38% and the rest of the world taking the rest. Note that according to the World Health Organization, 3.8 billion, that's half the world's population, still lack access to essential health services. And we hope to be able to tip that back into level the playing field to ensure that these people can also access health services. Last but not least, the growth, the potential. You can see that the US has got about 13%, and Asia and Europe averages out about 30%. So we have already completed our pre-seed funding. We're working at developing our MVP that's going to be launched in mid-September. We're still working on our seed funding as we go along to take our pilots through to Q1 before we launch globally. So as I mentioned, we're backed by a good team of advisors and our own core team. We are very experienced industry professionals in the healthcare space and high tech. So happy to speak more later. So in summary, we offer a trustworthy and secure solution based on decentralized architecture, building on a NEM blockchain platform. We don't store data, we don't monopolize data, there's no central database. And we are an open platform looking to align stakeholders across the healthcare ecosystem, and we want everyone to come in to make sure that critical intermediaries continue to stay to ensure a robust healthcare ecosystem. So if you share our vision, please support us on Twitter, follow us on Telegram, and reach out to me after the presentation throughout today. Thank you very much.